Okay, so this is the continuation of my discussion. Uh, there you can see that individual skills and performance must be a consideration in forming a group. So this is factual, no? Coming from uh, kuan siya class, coming from the say tawag ani, the study, no? There is a study, no? Nga nag-support ani nila. So the individual skills and performance, no, kay pwede siya himuon siya, no, mabto na nga uh, if you can kasi tawag ani kanabang if you can if you can notice, no, about sa kanang kung ano assignment mga, just like for example, if you are going to take an entrance exam, so of course there's an assignment by section. What is the purpose of the assignment by section? So of course in making a section, of course, obviously you're also making groups, no? So mo nang there is a variation about sections. It's because they are actually being kanabang gilahi sila by means of their performance. So sa pagtrabaho pod also, you might notice, no, nga of course patikon ta og entrance exam, or kanabang before we are going to proceed with another level, no, in applying for a job. Of course we are tasked to answer an exam, the entrance exam, wherein ara nila makuha kung unsay skills nimo, unsay mga potentials nimo nga pwede asa kanila i-assign, no, for you to become effective. Okay, so nagitawag dire, will a task be slowed by a poor performer as may happen with assembly line production? Number two nga question, does the group contain the combination of leaders and followers that will lessen the potential for member rivalries and conflicts? So product, these are the product of the study, but it was actually being supported. Okay, I will discuss this one as we go on, no, sa tuang topic. So this is actually how the group uh, are formed or developed, no. At group development, we have organizational experts and practitioners have observed that new groups go through a number of stages before they achieve maximum performance. So each stage presents the members with different challenges that must be overcome before they can move on to the next stage. So naagin ni siya, no? It actually exists. So these stages have been identified as, of course, we have forming, which is the first. Second, we have the storming. And the third, we have norming. The fourth, performing. And last but not the least, adjourning. So what is forming, by the way? So of course, muna yung giingon nino, at this stage of development, members are preoccupied with familiarizing themselves with the task and to other members of the group. So this is sometimes referred to as the dependent stage. So as members tend to depend on outside expertise for guidance, job definition, sorry, and task analysis. So of course, this is a forming, just like for example, if you are being grouped, no, kanang sa during that time, no, nga napatay klase. So of course, if there's a task given by the professor, mingon sila, okay, count number 1 to 5. So that is part of forming nga stage. Now, what are the crucial uh, mga unsa may mga crucial events nga mahitabo diha in the aspect of forming? So mo nagingon dire, no, nga uh, familiarizing themselves, no, preoccupied with familiarizing themselves. Of course, imong i-familiarize who are, especially if that particular instances happens, no, nga kanang dili pa mo classmate ba, dili pa mo or classmate man gani mo pero bag-o pang klase. So of course imo i-familiarize imo mga classmates. Aside from that, of course, mo siya gitawag og dependent stage because you will be kana bang maminaw ka, no, kung unsay mga instruction nga ihatag sa inyong inyong teachers, uh, and then how the job has to be performed, so inana, or the task analysis. Next, we have storming. So at this stage, the group encounters conflict as members, confront and criticize each other, and the approach the group is taking to their task. So issues that arise include identification of rules and responsibilities, operational rules and procedures, and the individual need for recognition of his or her skills and abilities. So this stage is also referred to as the counter-dependent stage. So where members tend to flex their muscles. So take note to the highlighted word, no? Flex muscle. So when you say flex muscle, kasi Bisaya pa, murag pakitang gilas ba? No? So this time, ara na siya may tabo sa storming, no? Of course, because someone, no, ang uban rin, mingon nga, ako mo 'to'y gisugo ni kuan og kuan ana palista. Ako mo 'to'y gisugo niya og kuan ana nganong ikaw man magbuot-buot ka no. Di kalikayan at that stage di ay wala ta kabalo sa una so naa na dayta sa storming. Mao na siyang ginganlan siya storming no because kuan ana nga time murag nikaguliyang pa ta. Even our mga specific rules no that is actually being assigned to us may seemingly uh, vague no dili pa kay nato masabtan og tarong uh, ana nga stage especially if daghan mo nga members because ang uban no katong especially katong mga naay ikabuga gyud uh, mingon ta og intellectually na sila ikabuga nya labo nagdi sila matagaan og ilahang kanang position wherein they can actually exercise or they can so matawag na to ilang ma-expose nila ilang kaugalingon mura sila medyo madismaya no nya mo na hinungdan nga nanay kuan no mapanagbangi panaglalis but of course it will never end up here no pero may gani kung dili ni maka kani siya most likely mo na hinungdan makawatak-watak pud ang group why mo lagi no this is where the flexing of muscles happen pakitang gilas ng tagsa-tagsa ka kuan nya labo nagdi magpapilde. So in some cases, the group maybe have problems getting through the stage. Bungkag lagi, diri nga stage. Of course, the other group, no, will find it very difficult to move on to the another stage because here in storming, diha may tabo diha tanan ang mga panagbangi. So this may occur in the group encounters difficulty clarifying their tasks. So of course, mo lagi na no, nga the delegation of the task may seemingly be becomes the reason no usahay nga magkaguliyang magkagubot because ang uban dili matagaan sa task especially kana mga suwat-suwat mga group reporting ana so agreeing on their mission or mandate so or deciding how they will proceed lack of skills ability or aptitude can also contribute to their inability to get beyond this stage so like for example uh, if a particular leader, no, just like for example, karon pa mo nag-meet nya a leader, an appointed leader, actually siya po'y mamili siyang member kay of course the rest of the members will lay down no sa ilahang kuan kay there's a leader already nga gi-appoint now the leader will choose someone nga kinsa ibutang dito nya og ang iyang pilion katong iyang mga paborito nya ah, without knowing din no nga dili ang in terms of skills napay mas labaw ato niya nga naa diha sa grupo niya wala matagae og assignment so of course he will feel insecure no mura siyag malain so dira na next we have norming so at this point members start to resolve the issues that are creating the conflict and begin to develop their social agreements. So the members begin to recognize their interdependence, develop cohesion, and agree on the group norms that will help them function effectively in the future. So if you can still remember, I discussed to you about the different leadership styles. No? So of course, each leader has its different strategy and what in resolving the issues in the group. No? So of course, there is a norming, may tabo dire, ah, kung makalatas no kung makalatas ang team ani nga point diha na no nga they are going to set specific rules no which is for the purpose to kana bang i-unite niya ang group no um the group will look up to the same mission visions and goals so mo nang ang nahimong kuan nila diri ang nahimong murag nahimo nila nga backbone diri is their agreement. Then gitawag og social agreements because they're going to set uh, norms. They're going to set rules, no? So mingon tag develop cohesion class instead of magkawatak-watak, mag-anam-anam sila, no? They are going to by means of communication, good communication can make a group more cohesive. Kung dili kayo ni maayo ang communication sa usa ka group, of course, you can expect nga maglagyo-lagyo ginano. Na mga ilang because they are not comfortable with each other. So performing, from the word itself to perform. So after norming, they after the ano, the reconciliation, and after the reconciliations, of course, we can expect that there is already a communication that happens about how to resolve a particular task. Diri na punta sa gitawag og performing. So when the group has sorted out its social structure, understands its goals and individual rules, it will move toward accomplishing its task. So nanay performing. Mutual assistance and creativity become prominent themes at this stage. So there is already a so man nanay teamwork, no, nanay pagtinabangay, and at the same time, of course, because of that, uh makuan yun, no, mas mapasayon ang trabaho ug mas epektibo, no, ang trabaho. So the group sensing its growth and maturity, no, and they becomes independent, relying on its own resources. So like sa diri pod, no, kaning kuan, no, kaning performing, since it actually mention about growth and maturity, mao nang gingon na in a particular organization class, dili lang, no, ka mag-discuss ng taani, no. I have to integrate this one in an industrial setting kaysa kanang classroom lang. Now, of course, it actually requires a long process about growth and maturity. Um, dili lang sa tuang kaugalingon, but it has to, ano, maturity started from oneself, kanang matag usa. Kay kung ang pila la ka members are mature and the others will actually immature, lisod, no? So last but not the least, we have adjourning. So during this phase, the group will resort to some form of closure that includes rites and rituals suitable to the event. So this may include socials and parties or ceremonies that exhibit emotional support or celebration of their success. Oh. Muna siya, nindot po siyang adjourning. No? Kaya ang uban, mangutan na sila, sir, in an organization, no, sa pila-pila ka organization so far nga ako ang na kuan na, no, na nasudlan na organization, sa adjourning, uh, not at all times, no, nga perfectly siya mahitabo, no. Ma'am na akong gingon, no, nga the maturity, the growth and maturity is actually uh, it actually takes a long process. Kay nindot productive ang atong adjourning, productive ang pagkahuman, no. Adjourning pwede naman ta, we are going to move from our separated lives. Yeah. Napoy adjourning nga, of course, right after sa atong mga struggles in order to finish that particular targets or task given. Ang uban lami jud kayo, tamis jud kayo ang kalampusan ko pananglitan, kuan lang, no, kana bang wala rin nahitabo nga mga bati. Wala ra moy mga grudges, unsettled issues towards each other, no? So wala ray kuan, wala ray tabo. So okay kayo. Next we have uh rules, no? So of course, you know already what rules is all about. So roles, yeah, there are two kinds of rules, no, present in group. Naday, no, we have the first assigned rules. So this includes titles as chairperson, secretary, manager, treasurer, and etc. The second kind is emergent rules and arises as a result of group or social emotional needs. So they include confidant, group clown, gossip, mentor, or scapegoat. Now, two factors that impact the effectiveness of organizational rules are rule ambiguity and role conflict. Unsa man ni siya? Ah, sa sinugdanan no giingon ri emphasize diri about assigned roles. Mingon tag assigned roles, of course, obviously this is the saman atuang possession. So ang kanatong possession, of course, mabto naging ano, in every possession there is always a corresponding responsibility. So that's how we are going. That is actually the reflection or the kanabang mo na siya reflection sa ihatag natong obligation. Inana kabugat. Now mingon tag emergent rules from the word emergent. Subot pa sabot. Sama siya. Mingon tag emergent kinalit no. Kinalit nga rules or else kung dili mo siya kinalit nga rules murag na kuan lang siya murag uh, unassumpted rules no followed from saman from your possession. Just like for example, you have a skills no. Actually ang kanang nga tawo wala na siya skills ana gitagaan siya task. Nakuyawan siya no. Kuyawan siya kay libog siya kung sa imong sa inana no. But you know in yourself that you actually have a background no in that to prior to the particular problem nga gisangon sa usa ka tawo, so you helped him. So instead of that person will take the responsibility, imong gisalo no, imong gikuha kay because you know nga makaresolve ka na. So that is an example of emergent rules. Or just like for example, you are a manager no, you are a manager butang tag electrical manager, you are working in an electrical company, you are a manager, and then your subordinate actually na siya problema no, nagka-problema siya and how to resolve sa katong like for example na ay bugat kay dito nga task about pag line sa line sa electricity unsa na nila pagsulbad, and they are only given kanabang a short span of time to resolve that particular problem. So bisan og manager ka, bisan og naa ka sa manager kay of course ang sa manager is planning, organizing, mao man na imong trabaho. But because of that particular situation no, instead di ka dapat mangilabot ana, ni kuan ka no, ni appeal ka nila para masulbad ang usa ka problema. So that is an example of emergent rules. Now, below, gikuan din no, nag-introduce diri two factors that impact the effectiveness of organizational rules. So we have the rule ambiguity and rule conflict. So what is rule ambiguity? So ambiguity occurs when a person is unclear of what is expected to him or her. So instructions about performance are not clear. Muna sa mga examples, tasks are assigned without context, or if a supervisor's actions and instructions send contradictory messages. So that is an example of rule ambiguity. So ang imong kung ano no, mura siya kanang almost the same, but they have uh, kanabang different extents to each other. Lalain no. We have rule conflict. So occurs when a group member feels his or her job overlaps with others, or if the job description is unclear. Uh, for example, you are being hired no as a security guard. Now, kanang as a security guard, of course, ang imong function magbantay ra man ka no. But ang gisugo sa imuha kay nag-uwan man no, ang gisugo sa imuha nag-uwan man gisugo kag kape, ah, papalit sa tindahan, which is supposed to be your main objective as a security guard is to maintain the security of the people working in that particular organization or nga na nga kumpanya. Unya gisugo kag kape, so of course that is already beyond your duty. So that actually happens uban. Ang uban pod siguro nanay protocol ang security guard no nga pwede man imong payungan imong boss or ang inyong manager, pero dili gyud ingon nga lagyo kay nga distant nga imong ihatod dito sa layo kay mga pila pa ka metros dito gilayon ana nga mas layo sa establishment napo na sila protocol ingon ana. So of course, you have to know no kung asa dapit ang limitation sa imuhang rule kay ara matawag na siya rule conflict. So you overlap with your obligation, job obligation, okay? Nagingon diri inyong kuan og basihan kaning gitawag og job description is unclear. So of course that is beyond no. Your job description mo lagi no is to maintain the security, the peace and security of the establishment niya. No? Unsa naman na nga gisugo na kag kape, patimplahon pa kag kape. Payungan pa nimo ang bus layo kay parking lot. Dili na no. It is already a violation.